Today we're trying out the Ambiano Bread Maker. We picked this up from the Aldi store for $49.99, which is an excellent price. And as well as baking breads, you can make cakes, jams or rice in this. So it's quite versatile. And it does everything for you. It mixes, kneads, proves and bakes. There's 19 preset programs on this one. You can make the crust various colours, so light, medium or dark. And you've got various loaf sizes as well. So you can cook a loaf that's 500 grams, 750 or a kilo. It's got the viewing window in the top, which is handy so you can see what's going on in there. It's got a 60-minute keep warm function, which clicks on at the end of baking. And the bread pan is non-stick with a little paddle that does the mixing and the kneading. So let's get this out of the box and see what we're looking at. So this comes with the user manual, which is very thorough. Gives you a guide on the parts. It gives you instructions on how to use the machine. It tells you what each of the programs is designed to do, so you can make several different types of bread. You've got a mix and a dough function, so if you're making just the dough and you don't want it to actually cook, you're going to roll that out to make rolls or pizza, etc. You can do the kneaded only function and then finish the bread off yourself. You can make cake, jam, yogurt, sticky rice, rice wine. You can use it to defrost as well, which is quite handy, or use it for a stir fry. Ideal for baking nuts. And the programs also give you a guide to the ingredients that you'll need for using each of those programs. It also tells you how to put the ingredients into the machine, and that will help with the process and make it work that little bit better. It gives you tips on types of flour. And of course, this is the care and maintenance manual as well. There's a couple of little pieces with this. You've got a good size measuring cup here that measures in cups or mils. That's quite handy for flours or liquids. You've got a little mini one here for oil or water with a tablespoon or a teaspoon. This gadget pulls the blade out of the bottom of the bread when it's cooked, because most likely that will be stuck in the bottom of the bread or the cake, and this will help you remove it because it will be hot if you take it out straight away. The machine itself looks quite smart. You've got the lid with the clear bit on top. It's all digital and looks fairly simple and straightforward to use. We'll find out shortly. What you can do with these machines is buy ready mix that goes straight in, and these are quite handy. You can use them by hand and it gives you the instructions on there, or it tells you how to use them in a bread machine to make different size loaves and what you need to make it. And these are really handy for using in this machine. We picked those up from the Aldi store as well. So let's plug this in and we'll do one of those simple mixes and see how it turns out. To make my bread, I'm using a mix that's already combined, and all I need to do is add the water to this. It doesn't need any oil for this one. Because I'm doing the 800 gram loaf, I'll be using the full bread mix, 500 grams, and adding 320 mils of water. Make sure that's locked in. We've got the paddle inside. I'm going to put the whole mix in here. Now when we're making bread, We use water that's not warm but not freezing cold, so just tepid. We're simply going to close the lid. Check that we're on the right programme, 3 hours, medium crust, and we're making just over 750 gram loaf. Start. So that's going to mix, stir, knead, prove and bake. And it should take about 3 hours. So I've just removed our bread from the bread pan. It feels nicely done. The blade has slipped out of the bottom quite easily when I pulled it out of the pan, so it's not still stuck in there. If it is, just use that hook to get it out. It's evenly cooked. Now, we saw in the cooking that it had risen so high that it actually touched the lid, and that's what caused it to sink in the middle. But that's not spoiled the bread at all. It's lovely and hot and it smells amazing. So there we have it, that's the Ambiano Bread Maker. I think for the first go it's already proved its worth. Baking an absolutely delicious chili bread. But that is just using the simple option. So it'd be nice to try out some other recipes in here. But I'm really pleased with that machine. We'll pop a link in the description below of similar products, and we'll add this to our Ambiano playlist. And hopefully someone's found that useful. Thanks for watching.